And first I wanted to harken back to last month, because last month we showed you this particular incident where the road opened up and swallowed 2 cars. Okay. And remember what the police did and what the response to this was. Do you remember?
Well, you have it written, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You can read it.
Yeah. Well, I could, but I don't want to.
Well, so basically it was repaired twice.
Yes, it had been repaired a bunch of times, twice in the past, and so it collapsed again.
Yes.
But this time what happened was the police came there and they put up their physical censorship barriers again. If the local police don't want people to know their roads are crappy and they keep collapsing, what do? Well, they just don't let people know about it. They physically censor it.
Yes.
Right? So no one was injured, by the way. It wasn't a big fall.
Again, this is our last one.
Yeah, we've shown this before, and there's a reason why we're showing this. It's just to give you context again. So the cops came along, put up their physical censorship barriers, as usual.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it dumb?
What a ridiculous country.
In any normal country, you'd put up traffic cones,
Yes, and
caution tape, and you'd be like, be careful. You'd set up like traffic wardens to direct people around.
Don't look at these empty cars.
Yes.
In this hole.
But here, the priority is not like, let's make sure people are safe.
It's don't make China look bad.
Yes.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
Because we have bad infrastructure. We don't plan our roads.
Correct.
We build them overnight, and everyone gets impressed, but you can't see the failures of that.
Yeah,
Not
that's
allowed.
right. Everyone's like, China's so quick at building stuff. There's a reason.
It's like North Korea when they built that water park. And then it turns out you do a little research, it was closed immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So this happened a couple of days ago in Guizhou.
Yeah.
Again, driving at night, the road collapsed, car goes smack in there. Really bad. Okay? It's a very, very common occurrence
all over the
around
country.
China. Yeah.
All over the country. And again, this is within the span of a couple months now.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a bunch just recently.
Yes.
Swallowing people right up.
Yep.
Scooters, people. There's ones you can't even show.
Yeah, take a look at this.
Look at that.
The massive
That's
sinkhole.
in Beijing.
Yeah.
That's in the freaking capital. That's where
Yep.
all the money goes. You know?
Take a look at this particular one, which is also from just about 10
weeks
days
ago,
ago. Or whatever. Trucks going around the corner.
Today's
and-
August 1st, so it's not. Your math is off. I don't want people to think this isn't live. This is very live. In fact, I'm reading.
Sorry,
Aurora Wolf 6060 says, "How the f beep?"
Yes, I'm
and then
sorry.
Gary McBrien says, water feature.
The difference between 26 and 31.
You understand? It's a little confusing because
yeah.
we weren't live
Yeah,
last
exactly.
week. That's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Anyway, this is the result. It just collapsed, and you can see underneath that you always see water.
Yes.
And there's a reason you always see water is because when they build these roads, they lay the pipes underneath, and they don't use good quality pipes. They don't connect them properly. They don't install them properly. The pipes burst, the pipes leak. And anyone who knows anything about soil erosion and water, well, you can understand what happens. Basically, it hollows out.
Yes, there's another important thing that we should mention.
What?
When they put in the sewer grates and the
Yes.
drains, they're fake.
Yes.
They don't go anywhere.
That happens a lot too,
What do you
yes.
think's going to happen to the road?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
Because
I
if
mean?
water's
There's
just
no
going into a fake drain, it's going to just wash it away. But yeah, so what happens is it basically hollows out, and you can see it's hollow.
Yeah.
Where's the supporting soil? It's gone.
There is none.
There's nothing. It's just empty under there. It's a hollow husk now because it's all been washed away by a broken pipe or whatever.
Yes.
Nobody knows. No one's the wiser. And, it's okay if somebody is like going slowly in a city like this and they go into it. But when you're going high speed on a big highway or something, it's terrible. This, by the way, shows you how deep they can get.
Yeah, because you don't know.
No, it's
You know?
ridiculous.
It looks like she's driving, but she gets out, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
so you
yeah.
don't freak out. By the way, that water was electrified.
Whoops.
So she survived.
Yes.
But she did get some zaps
Some
while
zaps.
swimming in that soup.
Oh,
And
terrible.
that chocolate quick, Nesquik.
Yeah, Nesquik, yeah. Have another Nesquik and blame it on the bunny.
That was the South African ad campaign.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's interesting. What does the bunny just give you unlimited Nesquik? He's the opposite of the Lucky Charms guy.
No, the bunny's actually the crappy one because what happens is he runs in and he like drinks your Nesquik.
Oh.
And then he's like,
Oh,
you've
so
got
you
to be
can
like,
have
the
one.
bunny drank my Nesquik, so I want another one.
You're not
Okay.
looking at a dead body. I
No, don't worry,
promise.
don't worry. Here's the thing, though. The roads don't only collapse, but the very high-quality manhole covers that are made out of pig iron do break. Take a look. And that's not what you want when you're riding an e-bike at high speed.
You know what I noticed is that the manhole covers, when I go all around the world, are never made in China, which seems like because they have cheap steel and all that kind of stuff. They think they would, but they are made in China.
Yes.
And now you know why they don't export them.
Yeah. I mean, this poor woman's riding along, and the manhole cover just basically shattered under the weight of her electric bike.
It wasn't a woman hole, that's why.
yeah, sure. Don't know where you're going with
I
that.
don't know.
So anyway,
You made it yin yang. Chinese yin yang.
I suppose, and of course
sick.
it made her flip over. Wanted to show you this.
Yeah, I want you guys to guess what's going on here. Give us a quick thumbs up for these guys.
Yeah, why not? This, of course, is a desperate attempt to repair a dam that's burst its banks.
Okay.
All right, and this is because China has a massive problem with flooding and dams.
Okay. I don't even know. I hadn't seen this clip. Where is this? This is in China. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't recognize the blue trucks with Chinese written all over them?
I just feel like they could be anywhere today. I saw the blue sky always throws me off, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see blue sky,
Sure,
my head.
sure.
I lived there for 10 years.
Yeah.
My head goes, that's not.
It's like my Chinese friend was blown away by the blue skies here.
Yeah. I mean,
Hated them. Just reminded her that China's not like that.
I feel like she loved it though.
She did. No, that's the whole point. It's like I'm being facetious. So anyway, guys, the thing is, we've been seeing this flood stuff go on, and we've been reporting on it pretty much every week. We've been showing you flood footage, and you would think it had slowed down by now.
You would, but now it's going to where it really counts. And maybe they're going to start paying attention to this stuff because it's not supposed to happen in Beijing.
Yes.
Right.
This is now near Beijing that it's been happening.
Yes.
Insane
wild.
amounts. And of course, they have all these dams that they have to let the water out, otherwise they will just be destroyed.
That's right. That's right.
And it leads to this. That's the
Yeah.
biggest issue, which you have with China is dams. For some reason, it's
damming.
It's
very damning.
No, they honestly, it's been a power play thing.
Yeah.
The emperors and people before, they realized if you can dam and control water, you can gain power. And I'm not talking about electricity. I'm talking about political power.
Yes.
So they just built like countless dams, and they always fail because they're badly built. They're built for the sake of building a dam.
Yeah.
Take a look at this absolute state of things up near Beijing right now. Yeah. Of course, if you're walking around in Sunli Twin in the middle of Beijing, you're not going to see this. This is on the outskirts.
Yep.
But it's interesting that it's
there are floods in Beijing.
Yeah.
It's just this is like the really nasty stuff. You know why? Because the dams, like you said, they don't care about the people in these areas.
Yeah.
So you release these dams on purpose.
Yeah.
And then it floods all these towns out, and there's millions of people affected, right? And they're like, well, as long as it's not in the city center where the actual people that matter, like where the dictator lives.
Yes.
It's like protect the government, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the people with money.
Yeah, it's just awful. It just seems relentless, though, doesn't it?
It is really, really. It's like the universe is trying to tell the Chinese government something.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
Here's the thing, though. Look at the amount of water that's flooded the streets here.
Yeah.
Now, before we showed you those sinkholes.
Yes.
And you have to imagine that when you've got this much saturation of water seeping into the roads and everything, it's going to just cause more and more cavities under the roads.
For sure.
And we're going to have more sinkholes in the future.
For sure.
It's because the drainage sucks in China.
does.
It's rubbish.
So this is interesting. This is a big uprising.
Yeah.
We always cover when there's big uprisings in China because this is something that's always happened, but it's happening much more frequently.
Yeah.
And what's been happening is that a lot of people are not getting their money back. The economy's tanking.
Yeah.
The banks are defaulting on loans. People are not getting their houses that they paid for 5 years ago. They're not finished building. In fact, they'll never be finished being built.
Correct.
And now they're trying to park their money somewhere so they can get some return. So what happened was this place is called Linyi in Shandong. There's this kind of like a e-port, I'll call it. I don't know, I'm trying
e-commerce.
I'm reading the Chinese here. I'm trying to translate on the fly here. It's kind of like, it's like a port that's not on the water for stuff. It's like a port for like
digital e-commerce port. Yeah.
So it's like you get to do cross-border trading through internet companies.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sounds like a load of rubbish to me. Sounds like a pyramid scheme. Yeah.
It's not a pyramid scheme, I swear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so basically you get to get past some of the taxes and tariffs and stuff. It's whatever countries are participating.
Yeah.
Right? And what happened is there was a company here called Shupai. Okay, and it attracted investment from an investment circle. And what happened was there's these things called investment circles in China. So you get a bunch of friends together that are, remember China's got an intranet.
Yes.
Cut off from everything.
Dude,
right?
I've had lots of friends that have been in these investment circles, especially with that peer-to-peer lending thing that blew up in China and then actually collapsed and everyone lost their money. All those investment circles.
Yeah.
And then they were being visited by the police and warned not to go to Beijing to petition and stuff.
Right, even though they lost everything. So what happened is that these investment circles go, hey, I heard about this digital port, and I heard about this company called Shupai.
Think about it like a WhatsApp group or something.
Yes.
People get together on WeChat, they create little things, and then they all, club together and say like how they're going to invest, and they, give advice and stuff.
So, so some of the people, right, some of the individual investors in this group, we borrowed like $1 million, or almost a million, 900,000 RMB, about $1 million RMB.
Yeah.
So a lot of money.
That's how much is that in dollars?
Like 30. How much is $1 million now? No.
It's got to be a reasonable amount of money,
It is, yeah. So yeah, so
$138,000
grand, right?
Yeah.
So 140 grand.
Yeah.
They're borrowing.
It's a lot of money,
from
dude.
the bank to go invest in this place to get some return, right?
Yeah.
So what happened is, go and play this. The local authorities showed up because they had to stop this sheer madness. That took off.
Yeah. The thing is, the place basically just, as usual, wouldn't give people their money.
Yes.
Took their money, didn't give them their returns, refused to respond to them, basically ran away with the money.
Well, what happened was the Shupai system suddenly malfunctioned and couldn't be used normally. And then they put like a notice on them. I actually had some photos. I don't know why they're not in here. They put it and locked it up. Right. And the whole area is like gridlocked now.
Yeah.
Because like it says what usually took 10 minutes to pass was stuck for 2 hours that day because like so many people came. It was more people than people had thought.
Yes.
And the cops show up and they're like, no, you're not getting your money back. Get out of here. And they're like, screw you. And they just start hucking rocks.
People started throwing stones, to smash the business over there. And, the police, you see how many of them turned up, the stability management personnel, whatever.
Yeah.
And they were, hurting people and spraying them with an unknown chemical, that type of thing. So the people were like, screw this. And, these kind of uprisings are very rare in China. And to see it means it's very serious. But again, people are losing their life savings.
They are. Left and
It's
right.
horrible. And there are very few investment opportunities in China.
Yes.
The stock market is too risky. People have lost everything all the time on the stock market. It sucks. Man, I know people still play it, but you cannot trust the stock market in China.
You can't. You just can't.
Yeah. And, you try to invest in stuff like gold, and then the Chinese government makes it illegal, or it's very difficult to do. Bitcoin is illegal in China to invest in. You're not allowed to. You have very little avenues for investment,
Well, it's because they don't want capital flight.
Yeah.
Right? China needs everyone's money to stay in China.
Yeah. So people tend to start investing in these scammy scheme type of things.
That's all they got.
Yeah.
Their houses don't get built.
No.
Their apartments.
Yeah, and that was always the biggest investment vehicle is housing and the property market, but it's risky and it's crap and it's going down now.
Yes.
I remember you left my spirit, with you high is all I'm feeling. Remember
how to say holy slut in Chinese.
What? Hey, Simo, check out that sign. What could it mean?
That is a bollard report.
It is.
Rubbing his bollards all over it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like celebrating the Holocaust.
Yeah, and they also look absolutely horrendous. Well, here comes Eddie. Here comes. He almost
Oh, just China teaching more hate. What was happening? Oh, they were dancing in the background.